my beautiful souls. Welcome back to Tea and Tarot Tuesday. We are here for All Signs reading, part 1 for the month of September. We're going to get into the tea of the energy for the divine feminine, masculine, and messages from spirit. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Princess Leah. I'm an intuitive artist and channel. I like to pull from the highest frequencies from spirit to heal the heart of a woman, the heart of a man, the sacred feminine for the soul of mankind through conscious love. So forgive me if I seem a little in a different space as I moved. I am saging this energy because, you know, I was so funny. My Tuesdays I feel like are I for the longest time I started calling them Trigger Tuesdays, and today I was like, you know what, it's been a chill day. I'm not feeling too bad, and then right before I hopped on, something just hit me. Some information that got released that I now am aware of that I yeah, am processing, but I feel like this had to happen right now because as I journaled, because that's one of my big things that I love to do as an intuitive channel and messenger, is to channel what I'm feeling all the time. And as I was obviously feeling triggered and reflecting on what this was about. The final message, that I heard, because I reached out to God, Source, Spirit, Divine, and I said, show me how I can move through this. And maybe you might be feeling this way as well, or maybe that might be the overall energy for the collective as we are entering into September eclipse season. But the message that came through after was directly from Source and said, before you let anyone use you for their benefit, let me use you for my glory. And I really needed to hear that too. Before anyone can use me for their benefit, I am already being used for the glory of divine, for the glory of God, of Jah, of Allah, however you want to call it, Source, for the glory of conscious love. So let this be the message that we tap into for today. And if you're returning back to my channel, welcome back, beloveds. You know me and all of these intuitive messages that come through before we get into the tea. If you are not aware, my tea, the tea aspect of my tea and Tarot Tuesday is not just about getting into the tea of the energy, but also I handcraft fruit-infused herbal tea. And I've got my T-Mobile Tuesday mug here with hearts and love, because that's what we're here for, trying to raise and keep our vibrations high in the highest frequency of conscious love, no matter what the contrast might be. There's always a lesson that's showing us how to ebb and flow through these beautiful human emotions, right? So if you're ever interested in booking a one-on-one tea and tarot soul session with me, I offer a 1 ounce loose leaf handcrafted tea from my Femrims apothecary. So I make really delicious flavors: mango, ginger, yerba mate, berry mint, chamomile. I have a really great limited offer of chai that's really delicious, especially around this fall time. It's pumpkin spice and cacao. And then I also have a really yummy cinnamon matcha that I'm working on right now too. So welcome on. Yes. And so welcome on. Tell me about your earrings. Okay, I'll tell you about my earrings right after I tell you about this tea. This tea I'm sipping on is actually not my own making. It is my mother's, Queen Mama. Her QM herbals. It's very bitter, but it's got some delicious goodness in it, and I'm sipping on that for some good immunity. And I wish I could tell you what's in it, so I can't. So that's all I'm telling you right now. But about these earrings, they are beautiful. I forget where I got them. I forget where I got them. Oh, I actually got them at Natural Grocers, which is one of the stores, partnering grocery stores that I do my tutorials, and I talk about the importance of tea. And we make our own, build our own little, teas. And that's where I got them. It was handmade, and it was all so cute. And yeah, so that was good. I'll wrap that up with that full circle there. But yeah, now we are going to get into the tea for the tarot of the energy for September for the signs of Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, and Aquarius. And then next week we will finish with Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, and Leo. So if you are Sun, Moon, Rising, Stellium, North Node, wherever it strongly fits in your chart, it resonates with you, or if you're cross-watching for any of those signs, join in, and take it with a grain of salt. Take whatever resonates, leave what does not. Don't force anything if it does not fully resonate with you and your, with your story. But yeah, we're here. We're going to see what the Divine Feminine's going through, Divine Masculine, and also messages from Spirit to help with our next steps to guide us through this month of September. We have big eclipse energy, so that's going to be a big ride. We just had our new moon in Virgo, and now we're preparing for our full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. That's on the north and south nodes. This Virgo season, we're all in the south node in Virgo. So as we're all under the sun in Virgo and the north node or south node in Virgo, we're going to be feeling the Virgo energies as well, regardless of where it's at in your chart. But yeah, so let's take it all with a grain of salt, and let's be here to be grounded is what I'm hearing. This is the season to be grounded regardless of what's trying to happen around you. Virgo in the South Node is also about your South Node is your karma, it's your history, it's your past. That's past life. That's also just what's happened to you in this past lifetime and how you're learning from it. The karmic cycles that are ending, the karma that you're learning, karma's not bad, it's cause and effect. And so it's based on what happened in the past, what happened to you, what other people, how they affect, and what kind of karmic ties need to end and cycles that need to end generationally, but also what participations you encountered and are responsible for. And because we have this big eclipse season along with so many signs in retrograde, Pluto, Saturn, Neptune, Chiron, and finally Mercury has been direct and is out of its post shadow. And then we have Uranus about to go into retrograde in Gemini here in September. So retrograde is about reflection. It's about all the REs of reflection, review, reevaluate, reassess, rest, recovery, reconcile, all of those, right? And and that's what we want to make sure that we can take this energy to really see where it is in our own personal lives of what we can do to move forward and move upward and elevate into the highest frequencies of love. Welcome on. Welcome on. Have a happy smile today. Cheers. So let's go ahead and tap in. We're at 10 minutes now. So let me timestamp. And let's see what's going on with Virgo feminine first, okay? Mm. So get your tea, whatever you're sipping on, get ready. Let's see what divine feminine tea is going through her. But feminine and masculine energy is all within us. It's not gender based, but I do use she, her pronouns for feminine and he, him pronouns for masculine. But feminine energy is the non-physical, it's the emotional, it's the sensual, it's the creative. So that's the part that's within all of us, regardless of your gender. Masculine energy is the physical, the fruition, the manifestation of the ideas that the feminine creates. So we all have that within us as well. Take that as it resonates, okay? So Virgo, look at this, this was going crazy. Virgo, divine feminine. So you might be feeling like you're clashing a little bit, clashing energies a little bit perhaps. All right, you've got a Scorpio in the house, but so stay tuned. We'll be getting to Scorpio here soon. We have the Four of Wands here at the bottom of the deck, divine feminine. So, and then we have the Lovers card trying to flip out with the Ten of Pentacles and a whole wad, but I'm just going to take one for each, otherwise we'll be here all night. So I'll keep it at the bottom of the deck and keep that upright so we can kind of see what we don't see, the energies that we don't particularly see, but that we feel, that are strongest felt, and that we don't see coming. So be aware of September. But Virgo, you have some beautiful energy, actually, divine feminine. You got the Lovers card. This is going back to that retrograde energy of reflection, the mirror. You know, I'm hearing sometimes as an intuitive performing artist, I also channel music. So I'm hearing Michael Jackson, starting with the man in the mirror. Okay. So maybe you're ready to make a change. Maybe you're learning how to be proud of who you are. Maybe you're recognizing your, sexuality and you're embracing it with pride. Maybe you are part of that LGBTQIA community and you're ready to just own it. Take that for a specific few if that resonates with you, Virgo feminine. And maybe you're recognizing that there are two sides to each story. I hear some honks for confirmation, so I know that's for some of you Virgo feminine babes. And I'm seeing, just don't be afraid of who you are. Don't be afraid to, I'm also seeing the roses here. Don't be afraid to give yourself the rose that you deserve. Stop waiting for others to give you the rose. Give it to yourself, okay? Look in the mirror. The Lovers card is also about, our divine counterparts are our greatest mirrors, right? That's why they call it twin flame, because you are the twin of your soul, right? You are the reflection of your highest being in the other person, and vice versa, okay? And so every encounter of a divine counterpart, call it high level soulmate, twin flame, divine counterpart, whatever you want to call it, right? They're going to be the reflection. And then the Ten of Pentacles here, they're going to be the reflection of, they're going to show you the reflection of your highest potentiality. It's not, and the love that we see in others is not necessarily that they are giving us that love. What it is that they are reflecting back to you the love that's already within yourself. They're reflecting back to you the love that you can see as it's in its highest potential form. And there's something within the essence of them that shines back the essence of who you are, okay? But there's something this month of September, divine feminine, where you are reflecting on, how can I stand in my highest frequency? How can I stand in my highest abundance? For Ten of Pentacles is generational wealth. It is abundance. It is security. So you may be tapping into abundance frequencies. You may be tapping into ways that you can unlock all of that potentiality within you. And that's a beautiful thing, Virgo feminine. That's a beautiful thing. I just heard home because the Ten of Pentacles is also about family. Maybe you're clearing, again, going back to the Virgo South Node, those generational karmas and curses. Maybe you're clearing. Tens are of endings of cycles, clearing generational curses. I'm hearing in poverty. So now you're finally tapping into a new cycle of abundance. Pisces energy in the North Node, so this full moon in Pisces is also going to be huge for tapping into your spiritual self, your higher self, and integrating that into your human self. So this is actually very big, beautiful energy that confirms this full moon in Pisces, Virgo in Sun eclipse, where every once in a blue moon, you have the sun and the moon lining up, aligning with each other, and that's divine feminine. What is it? It's saying to you, you're finally aligning with yourself, your soul abundance, your soul birthright of high. I'm hearing just like high level, your authentic timeline, who you came here to be, who you came here to be with, attracting the right people, all the chakras with this rainbow, all the chakras, attracting the right people, attracting the right energies, attracting the right resources to build for your generational wealth. Really beautiful. And that, I will say, I will receive that as I am a part of the collective, right? But that is really, really beautiful and powerful energy, divine feminine. We like starting off with that, don't we? We really do. Okay, divine masculine. I'm going to try to keep these at 10 minutes per, as much as I can per sign. That's why I split it into two. Otherwise, I'm here for like 2 hours. And as much as I love being on here with you guys, I don't even know if I have enough juice in my phone for that. So anyway, divine masculine, we have the Six of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck. And we got a yin yang here at the top of her little head crown thing. That's about reciprocity. That was my word. That was one of my 3 words today. Wants to stay out for the month of September was reciprocity. So divine masculine Virgo, you are going to be you're going to be learning, tapping into reciprocity. Damn, and we got the Tower at the bottom of the deck for you, divine masculine Virgo. So I say, damn, the Tower is it's not bad. There are no bad cards in tarot, okay? But the Tower card is also is an extremely life-shifting and powerful card when it comes to major transformation. So let me see if I can change this angle so you can see the cards a little better instead of I think you can kind of see, well, not really, but maybe if I pull these back, you can't see them that well. But anyway, that's okay. So the Tower card is about enlightenment. You see, you got the Eye of Horus, and like you even have Justice at the bottom of the deck underneath that. I shouldn't show you, but these are huge major arcanas. You got the Strength card underneath that, divine masculine. Okay, so Spirit is telling me to show you because don't be afraid of the Tower moment is what I'm hearing. Don't be afraid. The Eye of Horus, you are protected. You are still being watched over even as your empire is crumbling, okay, Virgo masculine? So sometimes, and I just told my little sister this today, sometimes the house has to crumble in order to build new foundations. So right now, masculine, September is going to be a time where foundations that are no longer serving you. I'm hearing unhealthy, unstable, unfitted, outdated, patterns, cycles, habits, addictions, obsessions are coming to a crumble. Patterns of lying, cheating, stealing, false, just like false representations of you, divine masculine, is coming to an end. It's crumbling. It's time to burn it down so that you can build a new foundation. You got justice on your side. You got Isis on your side, the goddess of magic and transformation. I mean, she is the goddess of alchemy. She was able to bring Osiris back from the dead and find all parts of his body that were scattered around the world and bring them back and transmute him back into life, from death to life. The phoenix rising. That's some Jesus shit, okay? I mean, I know. Sorry, everyone, if you don't like my potty mouth, part of my French, as I put those two together. But you know, my spirits they spicy. I'm an Aries over here. Okay, we spicy up here. But we have Isis, and then you have the Strength card. I have to show you this, and then you got the Ace of Swords underneath that. Okay, you got strength on your side. You got God on your side. You look, Ace of Cups. They didn't even want me to look. I can't. I'm not supposed to do this, but I'm gonna do this for you. Okay. We have Ace of Cups and the Ace of Swords. You have so much divine protection, divine interference to protect you from anything that is not able to align with your highest self anymore. You are protected. You got new love coming in. You got self-love coming in. Divine love. Let it overfloweth in your cup. Okay? Let God love you, overflow you. Divine pour into you. Source pour into you, Virgo masculine. Because justice is on your side, boo. Justice is on your side. Isis is with you. Okay? So yes, strength is with you. The infinity, that is ending old cycles, beginning new cycles, okay, of infinite abundance. All right, that's your birthright. So this has to come down so that you can come into reciprocity, equal offer and receive. It's not about give and take. Okay, it's about offering and receiving. You see how much softer that is? It's a different energy. It's not about what can I get to, what can I take from you, what's in it for me, what, you know, it's not about you taking anything from me, right? Like the download came through when I was journaling right before I came on here, right? Before you let anybody use you for their benefit, let yourself know that you are already being used. I don't even know what I said. Let yourself be used by divine God for the glory of divine love, conscious love. Really beautiful. That's beautiful. That's powerful. Okay. This is all about how to give fairly, to offer your love unconditionally, and to receive love because you are worthy of receiving love. Okay, divine masculine, to receive love unconditionally. Okay, really beautiful. We're repaving brick by brick. We are rebuilding faulty foundations. Okay, this is beautiful energy, Virgo, masculine and feminine, right? Because we're building, right, divine feminine, we're building for the future. You're coming into divine love so much. This is good energy. I like it. I will receive it. Let's see what Spirit says for you. Any messages from Spirit for you, Virgo? Feminine and masculine. We got the 4 crystals at the bottom. Be cautious. No, hold true. Hold tight to your values. Look at that. Not the 6 of Cups with the moon at the bottom of the deck. Do you know why I chuckle at this? Because earlier I was it today or yesterday? I think it was yesterday. I was listening to my girl Bahati Life and to her weekly, you know, tarot and astrology forecast. And she was saying, pull your own cards to see like what kind of additional messages that like spirit wants to have for you in this conversation that can go more in depth than I can right now. And see what it is that you're not seeing. Ask spirit, what is it that I'm not seeing? I did that. And the Six of Cups and the Moon card came out at the bottom of the deck exactly like this. So somebody else in this Virgo season, for this Virgo month of September, needs to know this as well. You have the Nine of Cups underneath this as well. Okay, so somebody's Virgo, feminine, masculine, sun, moon, or rising. Wherever Virgo's in your house, see where it's at. We all have somewhere. What's Virgo? I think Virgo's like what? Gemini, Cancer, Leo. Sixth house. I knew it was a sixth house. I just wanted to be sure. But we all have a sixth house somewhere. Where does Virgo lie in your houses? Mine's in my third and fourth house. Okay. And so I'm seeing this, right? That's with community and your home as well. So anyway, the Six of Cups, this is about, I mean, we have the Six of Pentacles and the Six of Cups, but the Six of Cups is about inner child healing. It's about childhood nostalgia. It's about past life recognition, past life soul recognition. Also, back to that South Node in Virgo, past life karma coming to a completion. So, so that you can move into new cycles. Balance. That's why we saw that Justice card for Divine Masculine under the Tower. This is to recalibrate you into a healthy balance. Yin yang. Okay? And the Moon card is also, that's your intuition. That is divine feminine energy. That's the shadow, that's the unseen, that's the felt, that's the emotions, okay? And so there's something, especially with the Nine of Cups underneath, that Spirit is saying, this month of September, really tap into your emotional guidance. Tap into your emotional needs. Maybe you're a Virgo moon for someone who's listening. Check that out if you don't know. And really reflect on what is it that, what are past life, do you have past life memories? Do you know what if you believe in past life, reincarnation and things like that, what do you feel like your soul is bringing into this lifetime from previous lifetimes? Is there inner child work, inner child healing, to offer? You see how she's kind of offering to these other children. So it's almost that same, the Six of Cups sometimes can be in, where someone is giving, handing a cup to their inner child, their younger child. This can also be about siblings. But this one and this particular deck, with the Star Child Akashic Tarot, this is the Six of Cups, and you see how she's on this beach and she's looking out, and it almost looks like an illusion of this castle, like a broke down, look, it's a burned down castle. So someone's past life in here has a past life of being in a castle. Maybe you were royalty, maybe it was burned down. Ooh, this is deep. This is for somebody. But maybe you are having these memories that are coming up to, release, to be released. You may not have any idea. Maybe you are really, really tied. We have the Eye of Horus and Isis here. So you might have some deep ties and roots and past and timelines in the Egyptian, history, in the Egyptian lineage. culture. Like, so really look, maybe you want to look into that, or if you feel drawn to that, maybe go do some research, and if something feels really strongly resonant with you, check it out. But I'm gonna move on because I always give a little bit of extra love to the first sign, just because that's where the whole collective is in the sun. And since we have such big eclipse energy during Virgo, I want to give you that extra love with the Virgo South Node as well. But this is very much giving a lot of South Node energy, what we're releasing, what we're letting go of, and being guided by our emotions. Or our moon sign is about our emotional needs. So whatever your moon sign is, and if it is a Virgo moon, check that out. That means where how you get your emotional needs met is through the energy of Virgo. And that is stability. 10 of Pentacles here. 6 of Pentacles, balance, reciprocity, right? That's how you feel emotionally met. It is also practicality is what I'm hearing, but security. Okay? Needing to kind of know what to expect. And so take that as it resonates. Whatever extra messages that come through for you, that's for you. But I'm going to go ahead and leave it here because we have spent quite a minute on here. That's 20 minutes we've been talking to you, Virgo. I am going to close this down with a tea formation. These are the cute little affirmations that are at the end of tea bags that I'm not being sponsored by any of these people yet. I just love their positive words. This is from Yogi, and it says, Virgo, lift up others with your peaceful presence. Okay, that's what you can do. That's what's going to guide you this month of September. To lift up others with your peaceful presence, starting with the man in the mirror. Virgo, you are so calm. You be like, I'm chill, I'm cool as a cucumber. And I'd be like, come on, let's talk, let's go, you know. But it's a very refreshing feeling, right? It's refreshing energy to not always be like needing to go all the time. Or if you do, it's like at a very steady pace, right? It's the person that's on cruise control. Person on cruise control, right? Like steady to go. Look, I just split the deck for the Divine Masculine, and the 10 of Pentacles just came out. So all right, Divine Masculine, you up there mirroring like the mirror of Divine Feminine, literally with the Lover's card in the mirror and then the 10 of Pentacles. So that's beautiful. Keep on mirroring each other so that you can come into equal vibration, so that you can reciprocate your love to each other equally, right? Love that. All right, we're moving on. Libra, we're going to go to you now. So just say 33 just to be safe. Libra feminine, divine feminine. I hope that helps, Virgo. Divine feminine, Libra. Sun, moon, rising, wherever Libra's in your chart. We all have a 7th house. Where is Libra in your chart? All right, Libra. Also a little bit of clashing here, so maybe trying to merge, but it's a little hard. We got the 10 of Cups that want to come through in reverse, so that could be what you're clashing right now in in September. You might be feeling that way, if not already. It might be coming up with family. I see the Wheel of Fortune trying to come through, but it didn't. So maybe you're trying to figure out what it is. Look, you're coming through with your own sign, Justice. So yeah, you're trying to find some balance, some justice. You're trying to even out the playing field. I'm hearing balance the scales with something that could be familial. That's why that 10 of Cups is in reverse. It could be familial with your family. It could be things, arguments with your family, arguments with loved ones. Yeah, we have the 5 of Swords here, which is setting healthy boundaries and having to like cut people out if that's just not what is serving your highest and greatest good. And it's really painful. I mean, she's holding the 3 of Swords after that, which that 3 of Swords is extreme heartache. That's karmic ties, third party ties. So maybe it just feels like things are getting in the way between you and a loved one. Could be someone of the family, it could be a lover, it could be, soul family, so that you can, come into an equal balance, so you can come into a harmonious balance. But justice is coming through here for you, Libra, your own card. You are the justice card here in the tarot. Trying to, find justice for all. I'm hearing liberty and justice for all, like for real, And sometimes that can be really painful with this Five of Cups. Sometimes that can be really, or Five of Swords, really painful. So just be, gracious, be gentle, Libra, especially when you got all this swords energy. It can be really easy to cut people out by cutting them up. So you want to be real careful while you're, you know, um, make setting these healthy boundaries, how you can still be able to stand in your truth while being able to still do it in a loving way. Okay. So yeah, that's coming through. That's coming through. So I hope that helps. Take that as it resonates for you, Libra. Divine Feminine. Let's go into Divine Masculine. I'm going to just shuffle a couple times. We have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse as well. Libra Masculine. So this is also some stuff going on or that with your familial wealth is what I'm hearing. Generational wealth. That could also be poverty, scarcity, lack. This could be what you're shifting out of, because look, we got the Queen of Wands as your strongest energy for September, and the Lovers. So I love that we got a lot of Lovers energy, probably because Venus just moved into Leo yesterday. So that's a lot of bold love, a lot of bold confessions, and a lot of, standing in your truths, right? And the Queen of Wands is about being confident in her truth, being confident as she is, not being apologetic for being fiery, not being apologetic for being sexy, not being, look, honk for confirmation. That's what I'm right. That's right. Bringing sexy back. She is not afraid or apologetic to sit there and be like, yep, this is my black cat energy. Look, my little black cat. I got this wine bottle because it's so cute. I've never seen a wine shaped bottle or a cat shaped wine bottle, so I got it. It's great. And then the Lovers, Divine Masculine. You don't even see that this month holds so much strength and confidence for you. And I love this because, especially with the energy that this Divine Feminine is, she's like standing her ground. She's like slashing bitches out left and right. And the masculine energy within us all, as well as the feminine energy within us all, is now taking that and is replacing what I'm hearing with this Lovers card is like, what had to be released is now being replaced with something better. What had to be released is making space for a divine love that was, I'm hearing, ordained by divine angels themselves, right? But, remember that doesn't mean it's going to be all just rainbows and sunshine. You still down here, this is supposed to give that like Adam and Eve energy a little bit in the Garden of Eden, because there's like the snake, the serpent, the Kundalini awakening, the Kundalini rising. You got the fire bush and the apple. You got this like crevice in the ground that's supposed to like, show, that's supposed to be like the underworld or hell. And it's interesting because the Devil card is the introverted, is the introverted and inverted, thank you, the inverted version of the Lovers card. It is number 15, which reduces to 6, 1 plus 5, and the Lovers card is number 6. And so it's almost like to try to be, it's this like, be careful, be mindful of like that pseudo Eden of like aspect of what is truly my divine desire and outcome. You know, people don't, and this is giving me Lilith energy too, especially with this Justice and the Five of Swords with the lovers. I wouldn't be surprised if the Devil card wasn't out here. Got the Tower card underneath that. But I'm just hearing that's where like the Queen of Wands is kind of like, you know what? Like Lilith, I love me. I'm gonna love me as I am. If you don't love me, you can kick me out of Eden, or I'm gonna go pack my bags and go my own way, right? It's like that whole like I deserve. There's Six of Pentacles is under the Lovers card with the Tower underneath that. I love me. Queen of Wands, Justice. I love me, regardless. And if you don't love me, that's okay, because I love me enough for the both of us. And I know what I need for me, and I know what God has in store for me, and I know the abundance and the divine love that is on its way that I may not see right now, but it's at the bottom of the deck. I see that it's coming, and it's going to be equal, and it's going to be balanced, and it's going to be unconditional, and it's going to be reciprocal. And I'm okay with waiting for it. I'm okay with waiting for it. The Seven of Pentacles is underneath that Five of Swords for you, Libra, Divine Feminine. I trust that while I'm waiting, God is working. I trust that all the seeds that I've been planting, all the weeds that I've been plucking, is bringing me exactly where it is that I need to be. In love, divinity, justice. Period. Let's see what Spirit has to say for you, Libra. That's beautiful. Let's see what Spirit has to say for you. I'm going to shuffle it one more time. All right. Ooh. King of Crystals here at the bottom. Yeah, follow your heart. That's what's going to lead you to the direction of the stability that you need in your life. With the Five of Swords, which is also Five of Swords to confirm at the bottom of the deck for you, Divine Feminine Libra, with the wings of Isis here. You are also still protected. Did we not see the Justice card come out for Virgo masculine? That was Isis. We have Isis again, and the Five of Swords again, and Justice. So maybe you're a Libra Virgo cusp, or maybe you have Virgo in your chart somewhere, like the Virgo moon. Who knows? I'm speaking to a Libra Virgo moon. I don't know. But confirmation for somebody out there. But this is saying follow your heart. Follow your heart. That will lead you to the stable grounds that you need. The abundance is within you. Okay, you, the King of Crystals, King of Pentacles, has learned from all of his ways. The King has matured beyond the King of Wands of passion, the fiery passion, right? But he's matured beyond the King of Cups of emotional, maturity. He's matured beyond the King of Swords of making that final decision, putting the foot down and not needing anybody else to sway his mind. The King of Pentacles says, I've learned it all, and I take all of that with me so that I can learn the most important of it all, which is the abundance that is within me, so that I actually have excess to give, because I have built and grown and sown so much from the heart. That's beautiful. You're guided and protected, and you'll be all right, okay, Libra? Love you. All right, let's see what your T formation is. One who brings happiness to others will find it. Wow, I haven't read that one that I know of. One who brings happiness to others will find it. This month, Libra, remember, that goes back to be mindful of how cutthroat your sword energy can be when you are up on that just that court room justice. This could also have something to do with someone in the legal system, or maybe you're going through some of that. But take that as it resonates. I won't get into those details, but just be mindful. I'm hearing the Lover's card as well. Like, you can be strong, you can be firm, you can set healthy boundaries for your standards of who you want to continue to be in alignment as, and still remain in love. Okay, that's so interesting. So yeah, if you're dealing with conflict, which I was getting a lot with this Five of Swords, and then the Ten of Pentacles and Ten of Cups in reverse. Something around your family, your career, your abundance, your money, your, whatever the case might be. Something about with the justice system, you are protected. Stay in love. Okay. All right, Libra. I hope that helps. Let's move on to Scorpio. All right, so we're still a little bit long. I start to speed them up when I get closer towards the end, just because I start to get more in a groove of my channeling. But also, I'm trying to, I'd like to keep it in a timely manner, like within, an hour to an hour and a half of a conversation. That's why I am time stamping. So if you do decide you want to come back and listen back, you can also jump around and listen to whoever you want. So we're on Scorpio. Scorpio Divine Feminine. Scorpio Divine Feminine energy for September. We have the Star in reverse. Okay. So you have some Aquarius energy, but there's also Sagittarius energy I give with the Star as well. But maybe you're feeling a little bit of doubt with it being in reverse. What are you feeling some doubt around in September? Ooh, that's too much. You got a lot of doubt. Let's see. Look, the Lover's card wants to stay out tonight. I'm going to take the top one here, which is the Crone of Wands. We have the Sun, Four of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Strength card, Nine of Cups, and the Empress. I'm going to put that on top of the Lover's card. So the Sun, all right, what you don't see at the bottom of the deck, but that's some strong energy that wants to be out for this month. The conflict, the doubts that you might be feeling about your truth, maybe even about what brings you joy. Maybe you're feeling like, what is it that I do enjoy in life, that I want in life? Divine Feminine. We got Mr. Tony, Grandma Tony Popsicle, who wants to join the room. And so that means someone's grandma. My grandma was a Scorpio, and this is my grandma, Tony, reincarnated, I like to say. I'm being really kind of goofy tonight, but that's okay. That's just me. We have the Crone of Wands here. So your strongest energy, Scorpio Divine Feminine, you're reflecting. You're reflecting on all that you have learned. You're reflecting on the story that you have lived, and seeing the wisdom in it all. And that's the light that you're shining. That's the truth. I'm hearing you, I just heard for someone to write your story, to tell your story, to write your book, because that's what's going to bring you light. That's what's going to bring you joy. That's where you're going to be publicly recognized. I'm seeing, this is my Jill Scott, living my life like it's golden card. Okay. Like, reflect on how you want to share your story with the world. Reflect on how you want to bring your light into this world. Don't dim it for nobody, Scorpio Feminine. Don't. It's nobody's business but yours. And if they have a problem with it, well, they can take it up with somebody else, okay? That sounds like a personal problem to me. Okay, Scorpio, that's who I just channeled. And so, you're reflecting this month on your story, on how you want to share your story, how your experiences has brought you to where you are, and how you can take those experiences, turn it into wisdom, and find the joy in it all, your truth in it all. That's beautiful. Because again, we saw the lovers there. All right, I know. You're reflecting. That's the Lovers card where she's looking in the mirror. So this retrograde energy is really coming through for you. And that could make sense, especially with that Pluto and retrograde. It's in the sign of Aquarius, which is another fixed sign. So it's going to affect all the fixed signs. But also Scorpio is one of the ruling planet, or Pluto is one of the ruling planets for Scorpio. So you might be just having a lot of like, who am I? You know, Saturn returns, Saturn in retrograde, Saturn in Aries is also a lot of, you know, who am I? Energy. Two of Wands, divine masculine is coming through in reverse. You don't have to, you know, there's nothing wrong with reverse. It's just another way that I see it as a more of a message. But maybe there's like some crossroads that you're stuck at not knowing. Yeah, the Judgment card coming through, divine masculine Scorpio, and the Emperor. That's powerful with the Two of Cups underneath that. Interesting. So divine masculine Scorpio with Judgment. Let me go ahead and take a sip of my tea because we're about to get into it. And all of a sudden I just got like a weird like stomach thing, like kind of like feeling almost a little nauseous. So that, you know, something might be making you feel a bit sick to your stomach, Scorpio masculine. Let's see. I mean, it could be the fact that you are going through a complete transformation. Look at the Phoenix rising. And, you know, you are being... Can we just pause for a second right now? Thank you, Tony. Look, he's just messing up your cards so hard right now. It's hilarious. Scorpio, grandma. Somebody's grandmother is here to just give you some extra love, Scorpio masculine. Saying, I'm here. I love you. You're safe. Rub my belly. We're friends. It's going to be okay. And look, just messing the whole pile up like he's doing a snow angel right now. So the stomach, maybe that's where if you're feeling a little bit queasy, it could be because you're going through a huge transformation. Yeah, and you need to call upon your earth angels. Call your grandma. If she's still alive. If not, you better call upon her angel because she's with you for sure, helping you go through this transformational period right now, transformative period. You're going from death, rising from the ashes of your own death. Ego death is what I'm hearing because you're reflecting. And today I was hearing the and look, he is just finding all the cards, pulling it out. The Ace of Cups, the Ten of Cups, yeah. And the Two of Cups right now. So you are having some major transformation into your divine masculine, Scorpio, into the Emperor as a protector, provider. Maybe that's why you're feeling a little bit, maybe you're feeling a little bit anxious of who you are becoming, of stepping into this protector, provider, divine masculine role. It's sexy, but it has to do with like, you know, you have to own it. You have to allow everything that you once knew yourself to be to dissolve. Thank you, Tony. That was very, very helpful. You have to know you got all this love trying to come through. Two of Cups, Ace of Cups, and the Ten of Cups. Those are cups of love. Okay? This is divine love. This is soul contract love. This is familial, happily ever after love that wants to come through. But I also see the Five of Cups trying to peek through as well. So you have to let, but what's funny is that the only part that I see of the Five of Cups is the corner, and it's the Two Cups that are standing. And you have the Two of Cups at the very top of the deck. That's here, that I consider the bottom of the deck, what you don't see, where you don't see coming. You might be feeling a bit nervous of, can I provide for my family? Can I stand up as the masculine, divine masculine that this partnership needs for equal partnership? for equal respect. This is a soul contract, a divinely orchestrated contract. And listen, it's what you make it. You have the train in the background honking for confirmation. It's what you make it. It's however you want to move. But yes, you are going to have to let go of the things that you used to hold on to, whatever that is, divine masculine Scorpio. Whatever you used to hold on to, whether it was the fear of commitment, that's what I'm hearing. That's why I was getting that like feeling of like nausea. The fear of commitment, the fear of standing in your true like masculine protector, provider, father, leader, boss role. Can you hold up to it? Can you hold up to the throne? Can you hold up to this in this partnership? Can you be the partner that your partner needs you to be to make this last, to make it the happily ever after that you desire? And you might be feeling like I'm unsure of it because you're going through, this is the strongest energy of the month, because right now you may not see the emperor. You may not, because you don't. This is what you don't see coming. You don't see the emperor that you are becoming. You don't see the two of cups that is assigned to your soul. You don't see the 10 of cups of happily ever after. You don't see the ace of cups that is divinely pouring into you. Why? Because you're in the midst of literally dissolving like a cocoon, like a caterpillar dissolving itself to become the butterfly. You are literally burning like to ashes so that you can rise like the phoenix, okay? All right, we have, that's beautiful energy, Scorpio, okay? Really beautiful, really powerful, really exciting, delicious, and just trust. So let's see what Spirit has to say. Let's see what Spirit has to say for September. For Scorpio. All right. 8 of Wands in reverse. Coming to a halt, a little bit of a pause, because you have a lot of options, a lot of opportunities, a lot of cups to choose from. The 7 of Cups here at the bottom, 7 of Cups with the Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Spirit is watching you. Your guides are with you. Did you not just see Grandma Tony Popsicle come out here and just lay all over doing a freaking angel, snow angel in your cards? Because your earth angel are with you, okay? All right? Even if you didn't know your grandmother, somebody's grandma is with you, okay? So ancestors are helping you, watching you, guiding you to make the decision, the right one. You can't get it wrong. You just got to do the one that you know makes you want to throw up a little bit. Here is your T formation for the month of September, Scorpio. Many paths lead to the same destination. It doesn't matter how you get there. All right? Get there if you can. All right? It doesn't matter how you get there. I love this. I love this one. This gives me Wheel of Fortune energy, Scorpio. And you are in that fixed Wheel of Fortune. All right? Many paths lead to the same destination. The 8 of Wands wanted to just poke out. Had to show you. Action is being had. You are, you're making moves. You're making moves. All right? Might be slow, but it's coming through. It doesn't matter how you get there, but you are getting there. Hope that helps. Let's move on to Sagittarius. All right, so we're still making a little bit long, but that's okay. We're making it through. Sagittarius, and then we have Capricorn, and then Aquarius, and we'll be done with this first half of the All Signs reading for September. And then tune in for next week if you want to hear about, for Aquarius. or I'm sorry, Pisces through Leo. All right. So let's go ahead. Six of Swords for you, Sagittarius, in reverse. Divine Feminine. I'm hearing that you want to go. You want to go, but you don't. That's a big novel. We have the Crown of Pentacles. I'm going to take the top one, which is the Hanged Man. Oh, that wasn't the top one in the Hierophant. The Emperor was the top one. Interesting. That's interesting that that's what I ended up pulling over. So I'm going to actually make the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. The Hanged Man and the Emperor, those were, and then the Hierophant was actually what was going to be at the bottom. Yeah, interesting. Okay, that was the bottom of the other one. The Emperor, the Knight of Swords, the Hierophant, the Sun card, Judgment, Eight of Swords. Yep. Crown of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. Crown of Pentacles. Yeah, Crown of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. So the strongest energy for you, Sagittarius Feminine, Divine Feminine, for this month of September is this reflection and expansion of your perspective. You're learning, you are going to be looking at angles, looking at things from different angles, but also approaching things from different angles. Why? Because you got a lot of madness that's going on. A lot of madness going on behind you, but you're looking forward. This could be your past, the chaos from your past, but you're learning how to move forward, look forward, and still stay in, I'm hearing in line with your target, with your goal. Okay, the Emperor is like, listen, I'm about business. I got to handle my business. I have a whole empire to run. I got people looking up to me. I'm a leader. So you might have, you might be you might be a boss of your own company, Divine Feminine, Sagittarius. You might be a parent, a father. Again, it's not about gender. You could be a father, you could be a single mother, and you have to tap into your feminine and masculine energy all the time. You have to dip into that masculine energy to be the father figure as a single mother, And so maybe you're also looking, I'm hearing, how can I work smarter, not harder? That's what I'm hearing for you, Divine Feminine, Sagittarius. That's why you're looking at different angles. That's why you're hanging yourself upside down so you can see, where am I missing? What am I missing here? There's a school bus around her neck at the Emperor, so this could be pertaining to school, children in school. Or, yeah. And, how can you protect? I'm just hearing, how can you protect your children? This could be about equality in the education system for your child. This could be, equal rights, but whatever the case is for you, Divine Feminine Sagittarius, you are there's a new contract that you're moving into. You're outgrowing the life that used to be just chaotic. You're outgrowing the life that used to be chaotic. And you're ready. You're taking charge. You're having the right conversations. You're putting yourself in the right rooms. And you are taking lead for the people, for your people. I love that. That's beautiful, Sagittarius, Divine Feminine. You keep on doing that. Stand up for your babies. Stand up for your babies. That's been a big thing for me the last couple weeks. And my son is actually Sagittarius, so I resonate with that, and I appreciate that. I'll take that as resonates. But yeah, the Two of Wands wants to come through for Divine Masculine. It was in reverse, so maybe there's also some conflict of interest, conflict of decisions, choices that you want to make. We have the Four of Wands, and then also the Seven of Wands that wanted to come through, so I'll put that at the bottom of the deck. The Two of Pentacles underneath that. Okay, so the Four of Wands, Sagittarius, masculine. Your biggest energy for September is wanting a union. I know it's blurry, so I apologize. This is not my typical camera, but I've been having to use it. But you are wanting union. You're wanting to come into celebration. You're wanting to unite with your people. You're just trying to find people like you. You're trying to find people who can be weird like you, who are fun and quirky, and you're just trying to find people instead of constantly having to deflect, constantly having to fight off people who are always trying to tell you that you're wrong, trying to tell you that, trying to distract you, trying to pull you down. This Seven of Wands gives me like the crabs in a bucket or whatever they call it, where they're trying to crawl out. One tries to crawl out and everyone else tries to like climb on top of them to get themselves out, but it ends up pulling that crab down. That's what this energy gives me. Like, as you're just trying to stand firm with who you are, you always got somebody trying to tell you you're doing wrong. You always got somebody trying to tell you that, you got to do it this way, trying to distract you, trying to be somebody else. That's what you're trying to balance. That's why the Two of Pentacles is underneath that, because you're trying to balance who you are. You just want to be fun, and you just want to be a kid. You just want to have fun. Girls just want to have fun. You are just trying to find your tribe. You're trying to be in union with your people, with yourself, with yourself. It's hard enough when everyone's trying to tell you that who you are is not good enough or right enough or calm enough or whatever. Sagittarius, you fiery, okay? You are the centaur. You ain't like anybody else. Sagittarius, you are the only mystical creature in the sign that is half man, half horse, okay? And Chiron is giving me Chiron vibes because Chiron is the wounded healer who was also a centaur, who was also neglected and exiled by his mother because he wasn't the same. And so he had to heal himself. He had to learn to heal himself and love himself. And then he taught others how to heal from their own wounds as well. That's why Chiron is the wounded healer. And Chiron is in retrograde in the sign of Aries right now as well. And this is about your personal power. That's why the Emperor is here for you, Divine Feminine, Scorpio, or Sagittarius, because this is about empowering your personal power, right? Empowering yourself. So that's why you're looking at life from a different perspective, because you're ready to just be with the people who can love you and see you as you are and accept you as you are instead of constantly trying to like fit in a mold. Yo, this is really hitting home right now for sure. Because I've definitely also been on this, not to make this a personal thing, but I've definitely been on this, like, what do that's best for my Sagittarius sun? Do I homeschool him? Do I bring him, try to figure out, like, just continuously keep trying to, like, fight for the IEP that can work for him? Is it the people that need to figure their shit out and learn how to treat him better? Is it the system itself of the routine and the schedule that just doesn't work for his special abilities and the attention and the movements that he does, like, and the way his brain works is so brilliant and fascinating that it's moving at like this huge, like this speed that the school doesn't understand. And so it's like Sonic moving so fast you're slow, right? That's how it feels. And it's as a mother of a Sagittarius, this is where I'm resonating, because it's like I usually don't talk about my personal things on, during these readings, but Spirit has been on my heart about telling me I need to share my personal things and how it's impacting, because other people might be going through the same thing. And if so, I get it. Look, Spirit is saying 10 of Swords right now. You're completing. There's a completion of a cycle. The completion of a cycle that is not serving you anymore, Sagittarius. Look, I'm going to cry because you are a star seed. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. You are completing cycles, Sagittarius, because you are now coming into recognition. The gates are opening. You have outgrown this little box that people have been trying to put you in, and you're recognizing that you are a star seed. You are not meant to be like anyone else. You come from literal. We all are star stuff, right? But you have been the Nine of Wands underneath that. That is the wounded warrior. What we just talked about, the wounded healer, the centaur, Chiron. You have been fighting constantly so hard to stand up for who you are, to stand up with the chaos that has just been going on around you. All right, my battery is trying to tell me it's time to, we got to wrap up. We still have Capricorn and Aquarius. So I may only get to Capricorn. Hopefully it doesn't die on me. But yeah, let's get this. We'll try to be fast. This is perfect for you, Sagittarius. Your T formation for September. Be fearless. Know that all will be provided at the right time. Ooh, drop the mic. That is so good. Love that. Okay. Ooh, that's so good. Thank you. Okay. So let's try to rock and roll. We're going to try to make this as fast as we can because it will drain and eat. So let's carry on. We have 111 is about to be on the clock. I love it. The path is wide open. Capricorn, Divine Feminine. Let's make this go through. You know, and this is a message for you, Capricorn and Aquarius. Maybe you feel like you're being rushed. And that doesn't mean it's because you're not important. It just means that there's a clear message and there's a time. Maybe you feel like, maybe, look, we have a star underneath that in reverse. So maybe all your hopes are, you might be feeling a little bit rushed in your hopes and dreams and your wishes. But really what's happening is that you, look, you're right on time, the Wheel of Fortune, Capricorn. You're right on time. And this is also for Aquarius, I'm going to say too. But you maybe have been taking too much time. That's what I mean. Maybe it's time to just move to get you, like, it's time to get those wheels turning. And that's why it's like, all right, we gotta get going. Because the wheels are turning in your favor, in your fortune. They really are. So you have to cut out the things that are not serving you, Divine Feminine, Capricorn. You have to use discernment on your, you know, with your head and your heart. You have to use the discernment for what it is that you want and not get too emotionally attached and not get too practical to the point and analytical to the point where you can't even, listen to your heart. The wheels are turning in your favor and they're speeding up. They're speeding up. So cut the people out. I'm hearing cut the bullshit out. That's what I'm hearing. Cut the bullshit out. It's time to go. All right, Capricorn. Look, Five of Swords, masculine. That's the same thing for you. Same thing for you. It's time to go. Cut the bullshit out. It's time to move and cut out what is not serving you anymore. Because what is serving you, you are cutting out, just like Libra's card. So maybe you have Libra in your chart. Because what you have to cut out is opening up space for everything that you have been wishing for. Your Ten of Cups. Okay, so don't stop believing. Journey, don't stop believing. Okay, hold on to that feeling. Every seed that you have planted is growing. It's almost your reaping season. Okay, you're coming into this month of abundance, of happily ever after. Okay, Divine Masculine, Capricorn. All that work that you've been waiting for is worth the wait. All that waiting will be worth the wait, and it'll be for this happily ever after. This could be in union with with your family, with your mate, to create a family. You know, whatever is emotionally fulfilling. Listen, you're the High Priestess. Okay, first time coming out tonight. Listen to that intuition. Listen to your heart. All these songs want to come through the channel. Listen to your heart when he's calling for you. Okay, Capricorn, you got the Ace of Cups. Spirit says literally listen to your higher self. Listen to the wisdom that's trying to communicate with you. Learn from all of your mistakes. Learn from all of your good, bads, and uglies of your life. Learn from those experiences. Turn them into wisdom, because you have an Ace of Cups, a brand new relationship, a brand new reconciled love. Self-love, divine love that is coming through. Welcome on. I hope you're catching this, Capricorn, because this is really beautiful. And yeah, I had to do it real fast, real clear, real concise. Cut the bullshit out. That's what Capricorn said is like. Don't give me all the fluff. I just want to hear it. All right, that's you. So here is your T formation for the month of September, Capricorn. The difference between a flower and a weed is a judgment. You get to choose how your life is going to go. You get to choose if again, what you're cutting out is just opening up space for what it is that is truly, divinely, already yours. I hope that helps, Capricorn. Really beautiful. Okay. That was probably the fastest channel. I should speed date all the time. That was literally like 5 minutes. So we're going to go into Aquarius. It went from 20 minutes for Virgo to 5 minutes for Capricorn, but I love it because literally someone's energy was like, I don't got time. Let's go. So Aquarius, Divine Feminine, we're going to keep on doing it too. We're going to cut it out. We're going to cut out the meat, cut the fat out, get straight to the meat. All right, the moon card was in reverse. You might be feeling a lot of deep emotions. Maybe you're feeling a little bit depressed. Could be. And but that's because you're tuning into your highest. You're tuning into all of the frequencies. You're tuning into all of the emotions. Welcome, Aquarius in the house. We're speed dating right now just because my camera's about to die and I want to give you your due diligence or at least a little bit of a message. So we're going clear and concise, cutting straight to the point, okay? I know that's how you like it, Aquarius. So the High Priestess, I love this information that's coming through for the month of September for you. You have the Chariot at the bottom of the deck too. You're not wasting any more time. You're connecting and communicating directly from Spirit. Okay, you don't need anybody else's advice. You're listening to what Spirit is telling you when it's time to go. You're trusting in the timing. You're trusting in it all. You're trusting. And you're taking all of that wisdom, everything that you've been through, and you're like, all right, I know where to go now. I know where to go. That's where September is going to be coming for you. Listen to what that intuition. I said we didn't have the High Priestess come out until Capricorn. And now we have the High Priestess coming out for you, Aquarius, Divine Feminine. So you are really elevating and elegant, elevating, what's the word? And you're elegantly elevating into your highest self, your highest wisdom. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse for you, Aquarius, masculine. So you may be feeling like there's some familial breakdowns that could be, maybe some family issues with money that could be coming through. But you know what? The strongest energies here is the Knight of Pentacles and the Two of Cups for you, Divine Masculine Aquarius. That's beautiful. You know, this is Taurus energy, so maybe you have Taurus in your chart, but also this is the slowest night in the deck, okay? But they're steady. They're the slowest, but when they come through, they're loyal, they're secure, they're here for life. So maybe Aquarius, this is around a relationship, okay? This could be around a soul love, a soul contract that has taken a long time, maybe because of, maybe there's been some breakups, maybe you've cut them out or exiled them, broke up with them, or maybe they broke up with you. But whatever, if it's that same relationship, it's taken a while for it to come through into a reconciled format. Or if it's a new connection, a new contract with someone, your soul has been preparing you, is what I'm hearing, for this new connection. You know, it might be new, but your souls know each other, okay? So let's see what Spirit says. The King of Swords in reverse. Don't let, maybe this could be a masculine energy that's trying to argue with you about what you know you want in your heart. Don't let anyone try to sway you, okay? Yeah, shift your perspective. Your perspective is shifting with the Page of Cups. So your perspective is shifting. This could be something that has to do with like a child, your inner child. Maybe you're healing through some inner child emotions. Maybe you're tapping into those raw, innocent emotions The innocence of a child is actually so wise. It holds so much wisdom. That's why I think the high priestess is also here, okay, Aquarius, because you are so wise. You hold the space, you hold the container for your emotions. This Page of Cups, don't let anybody try to tell you that your emotions are too whatever, okay? You have to reconcile whatever kind of emotional turmoil that maybe you have felt as a child. Maybe shift those perspectives and know that it all brought you where exactly you need to be right now. Okay, you know where to go, Aquarius. This is your soul contract. This is your life. This is your heart. Maybe it's taken a while to get you here, but you here now. September is here to bless you abundantly in an equal, a beautiful partnership, but you have to trust. You have to trust that it's something that is meant for you. Okay, heal what you got to heal on the inside. Heal what you got to heal. Feel what you got to feel. Shift your perspective. Change your life. Peace and love. Namaste. I hope this helps. I love you all so much. If you want to ever chat with me, you can find me over on my Instagram, Princess Leah 888. You can also message me my information if you want to do a one-on-one reading. But until next time, we made it till the end and my phone didn't die. So before I push my luck, thank you all for being here. And I love you so much. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, Princess Leah 888. You are amazing. Peace and love. Namaste. Bye.